Hey guys, Lee from Overbite Gaming here, and so a little bit different today. The Boys. It's a new Amazon show that's coming out on Friday, so 2 days from when you see this. And Snare and I have been a massive fan of this franchise. Snare originally bought the comic books, lent them to me, I read them, I went and bought the collected editions on Comixology. And it's really good. It's done by the same guy that did Preacher, and we both love Preacher as well. I got the comic books on that one first though, you bastard. But I thought, what might be nice is for those of you out there that can hear the sound of my voice, that don't know what The Boys is and are just going in blind, I thought I'd give you maybe a little bit of a primer. I'm not going to go into sort of spoilery stuff or anything like that. I'm just going to tell you a little bit about the characters and the differences that I can see between, possibly see, because I've only got the trailer to go on, which I should have streaming in the background, between the show and the books. So anyway, so what is The Boys? Well, it's in a world where superheroes are there. They're all created by basically an American corporation and a drug. And most of them, 95% I would say, are complete and utter just dickheads. They're really, really perverse, really fucking decadent, and they just fucking get away with it. You know how, like, the army, it's like, well, if we only have losses of 20%, that's a good day. Well, superheroes have losses of 60%, and that's a good day. Because they're not trained, they're just assholes with powers that go in and fuck things up. So, And so what the government's doing is it's re-initiating this project, which is dubbed The Boys, which is a government oversight sort of team that keeps an eye on these fucking soups and puts them, gives them a smacking when they need it, basically. Protects the common interest and the public trust and all of that RoboCop stuff. So, who are the boys then? So, you've got wee Huey Campbell. Now, in the books, he's Scottish. He's actually based on Simon Pegg, his appearance. And Simon Pegg actually did the foreword in the first book for the series, which is cool. And he's basically the entry character, the character the reader sort of identifies with and gets explained things through. His girlfriend Robin is unfortunately killed by a super villain having a punch up with a bad guy. I'm not sure if it's going to work the same in this show, but you do have the same shot of him just holding onto a pair of arms. So it's there. And he's sought out by the leader of the boys to come in and help out, basically. Now, the leader of the boys is Billy Butcher. He's a Londoner, East Ender. He'll do a bit of the old Cockney rhyming slang. He's a bit of a mercurial type. Fucks his CIA handler. So, yeah, okay. And is very, very violent. Really violent indeed. And he's basically the guy in charge of the boys. He wasn't initially, but I'm not going to go too much into that. So, there was a previous iteration of the team. You've also got Mother's Milk, who's this big black guy. He's basically like the conscience of the team. He's got his powers slightly differently from the others, but I won't say anything about it here. And basically him and Huey sort of, well, yeah, they sort of form a friendship over their mutual love of good beer. So you've got that. And then you've got the last two of the team, who are designated the Muscle by Butcher. And that is the Frenchman and the female of the species. Now, the Frenchman is French, obviously, because he wouldn't be called the Frenchman otherwise. And he's a little bit cracked, a little bit nutty, pretty damn violent. He gets a racial slur in a cafe and proceeds to beat the fuck out of the dude. Yeah, he's not entirely there, but compared to the female, he is the most sound, level-headed person you will ever see. Because the female is fucking broken. She's super strong, super durable, and just insane. She's mute for the most part. She's mute. She's super, super fucking violent. Like you can see a bit of it in the trailer where she gouges that dude's eyes out. That is nothing towards the bullet. She has this little habit she's got there of removing faces, which, as you would. I mean, and it doesn't matter who you fucking are. There's a point in the book where she's in hospital and Huey's sort of sat by her bedside and he goes to take a chocolate lemon. That's a fucking mistake. That's her favourite candy and he gets a fucking broken arm for it. You do not put your hands anywhere near the female or her chocolate lemons. So we've got the boys. So who are the guys that sort of snap? There's a load of sort of superhero analogy, analogs, I should say. So you've got the G-Men, who are obviously the X-Men, but the big ones are the Seven, and they're kind of like the Justice League. So you've got a few guys in there, like Homelander is the Superman analog. Queen Maeve is the Wonder Woman analog. You've got the Deep, who is obviously Aquaman. You've got Jack from Jupiter. What was his name? He's not actually in the TV show. I'll come on to that later. And he's obviously the Martian Manhunter, and so on and so forth. A-Train is the Flash, blah, blah, blah. And these are basically the top superheroes in the world, top superhero team. But they're basically under the financial control of the same company that gave the superheroes their powers. Voight American, I think it's called. I think it's slightly changed the name in the series, but meh, we'll see. Haven't seen it yet, obviously. Only got the trailer to go off of. So, anyway, we'll go on and talk about some of the things that I've looked at the trailer, and there's some things I'm like, yeah. And some things like, well, I'm not sure. So, let's start with some of the casting. Carl Urban as Butcher. The accent is, yeah, it's not the best. It does slip occasionally, but it's Carl Urban, man. I mean, after Dredd and his depiction of Bones, that guy's golden with me. I'm sure he'll be great in it. And he's rocking an epic beard, even though in the comic book, Billy does not have a beard. Or whatever. You've got Anthony Starr as Homelander. Now, Homelander is basically Superman, but he's basically me if I was Superman, so I'd be the smuggest motherfucker on the planet, and he does smug face well. I think he's got a really good shout of being a really excellent Homelander with that smug face. Just that smile he puts on, oh, he's slappable. I love it. Simon Pegg is not playing Huey, which is I know he's a little bit old now, but come on, he was designed for him, literally. But he is in it. He is playing Huey's dad, so they get points for having him in. I mean, I think Simon Pegg himself has said he's too old to play the part, but okay. You know, it's one of those things we have to deal with. And because it's not, well, this is being done by the same guys that did Preacher, which was Garth Ennis's previous adaptation. Preacher's coming up into its 4th season. Overview of Preacher, just quick, is some of it's good. The angel fight in the hotel is probably the standout moment for me. That was just fucking superb. But it's so mixed up and changed up from the comic books, it's almost unrecognizable. Like the Odin Quincannon thing, which they dealt with in like, season 1? That's like fucking 7 collected editions in or something crazy. It's nowhere near the start, and I was just like, well, you've kind of like just jumbled up the Anvil thing and Odin Quincannon, so it didn't really set it off on the best foot for me. But as I say, it's okay. I mean, I think Snare stopped watching it now because it pissed him off. I will watch the 4th season. I've got Prime, it's free for me anyway, so what do I care? But the problem they have with that is obviously Preacher is all about religion and God being an asshole, basically fucking off, and Jesse going, right, I'm going to hunt him down and get God down. Now, in England, that's not such a huge deal. In America, definitely some states, that's a huge deal. Religion is like, woo, hot button. So where this is based on superheroes and not religion, and it's taking the piss out of superheroes, I'm wondering if they're going to be able to like stay a little bit more true to the books and actually follow the storylines. I mean, just want Love Sausage basically on screen. That's all. Just give me Love Sausage for fuck's sake. Who's not in the cast list, but hopefully. Just declared war. Jennifer Esposito is in it. She's hot. That's all I really have to say about that. So I'm pleased she's in it because she's hot. And in the trailer, that is the single best use of any Spice Girls song in the history of the world ever, and I invite you to fight me on that in the comments down below. And you lose badly, very badly. Now, things I'm not too keen on, there's 2 big ones for me. I mean, Huey, obviously not Simon Pegg. Simon Pegg said he's too old to do it. Fine. But he's not Scottish either, he's American. Oh. And he just kind of looks like any other American from any fucking OC type teen dramedy. I'm just like, Huey in the book is interesting. He's a fish out of water having to move to like the States to participate with the boys. And he gets fucking blood come under his door from his cheap ass hotel, and Butcher's like, "You hired there, mate? You what?" Yeah. So, you know, it's just that. I mean, they've got a guy doing it. I can't remember. It's Jack Quaid. That's it. Who's the son of Dennis Quaid and Meg Ryan, so he's got some pedigree. I mean, he could totally own the part for all I know, but just from what I see in the trailer, I'm just like, that's not as interesting, man. That's nowhere near as interesting to me. But we'll see. And now my big one is, having watched the trailer several times now, I can't see any evidence in it that the boys have any powers. You what? I mean, they shoot a lot of people with, like, guns and shit. But they don't look like they have super strength or anything like that. I mean, you see the female do some of her business, but it's an eye gouging, and like that doesn't take super strength. And that was like one of the real things I liked about the books. They were strong as soups. Well, most of them. Obviously, like the high level guys could still kick their asses. But yeah, Huey like accidentally kills somebody. He gets like juiced up, and the first fight he's in, he accidentally kills someone by punching a hole in them. And you're like, where's that going to come from? Is it he's going to accidentally shoot somebody? That's nowhere near as interesting. And like, it puts them on an even playing ground with the soups. They're fucking stronger than a lot of them. So then you can just go in and give them a fucking twatting, you know, so they can beat them up rather than just shoot them fucking dead. It's just, oh no, I really hope they have superpowers. I'm not sure the series will be anything like as good as it should be, and it should be good. If they don't, I don't want to see them shooting people. I mean, the first line in the comic book is Butcher comes up to some bloke on a bench who pulls a gun on him, and he basically grabs it off of him, scrunches it up in a ball, and says, "Glock's a gun for..." Well, it's a word that's more socially accepted in the United States and refers to lady parts. But it's that word, the third letter of the alphabet one. So I'm not going to say that on our YouTube channel. I think that would be... no, I mean, I don't like saying that word anyway. It really takes a lot to get that word out of me, but that's Butcher's opinion on guns, man. He'd rather fucking just walk through your gunfire and stick his foot up your ass. Yeah, so I really hope they have superpowers. But anyway, guys, I hope you're a little bit more informed on what The Boys is. I'm not sure how far under the radar it went. I know, like Garth has got a lot of notoriety from Preacher and then went on to do The Boys. So it may be that I'm telling people that already know everything about The Boys, which you're welcome for wasting your time. Enjoy. But anyway, guys, I guess we'll all have to see what the show's like on Friday. I will be watching it day one. I'm probably not going to do a video on it because, hey, this is my last video. It's Snare's turn now, so whatevs. But I'm sure if Snare wants to pick it up, he will. He'll probably focus on more like channel relevant things like, I don't know, video games. What's he doing? Anyway, guys, thanks for listening. We release videos Wednesdays and Saturdays, and if you enjoyed what you've heard here today, and what you've seen, if you enjoyed what you've seen, you probably go watch the fucking show, not me. So, take it easy, guys.
She could help us.